Hello. I am going to hold this candle up to my face because it is Halloween, and this is going to be a video talking about some of the different things that I've seen in my dreams. I did say that I was going to talk about it in my last video where I talked about etheric parasites and attachments, but I think that this is the best time because it is Halloween and some of the things that I've seen has been pretty interesting. So, if you don't know who I am, um, my name is Zach. I'll start with that. And I can pick up on energies and give them a face for some reason. I don't know why, but I've been able to just pick up on energies, identify them, give them a face, or at least my dreams give them a face. And then, depending on the circumstances, I can remove them from people because I've connected with it so well by looking into its eyes and learning its energy that I can then remove them from people. And then people tell me that they feel a lot better after. So, some of the things I've seen, they are very scary looking. So I'm going to describe them the best I can. Some things I'm not going to go into detail about because I feel like some things I just shouldn't talk about. But for the most part, I'm going to talk about a few of the energies that I've seen. So, one energy that I've seen, I once picked up on very sad, grieving energy, and I had a feeling, like I felt this energy, and I was like, why do I feel this way about this energy around this park? Like, and it's close to my house. Like, it's like I could skip there with 5 skips. And I was like, why do I feel this way? And I moved here about over a year ago. Oh, like about a year ago. And I was just like, why do I feel this way at this park? And yeah, I just felt that way for a while. And then all of a sudden, one day in my dream, I see this Grim Reaper. And this Grim Reaper, he's just, okay, so there's this door that doesn't exist in my house, but it was in my dream. And this door led to this room this Grim Reaper was in. And I was just like, there's a Grim Reaper in there. It was just hanging out in there. Like, it was a dark room, and this Grim Reaper was just in there. And it was really weird. And then in my dream, like, my sister came home in my dream, and I was just like, look, there's a Grim Reaper in there. And then she, like, peeked in there, and it was like, he was still in there. So she was like, oh my gosh. And we're both just like, there's, like, what are we gonna do? Like, there's a Grim Reaper in there. Like, and not that we're gonna do anything to it, but I mean, it's a dream, you know. Yeah, so there was a Grim Reaper in there, and then I could feel that this Grim Reaper just didn't want to be bothered. So it ended up leaving. So it left. It just disappeared. Like, it just poof, disappeared. No more Grim Reaper. And it was just strange. But I remember the energy. And in my dream I did say, like, oh, that's the energy from the park. Like, that's where he hangs out. Or not hangs out, but I was like, that's where he's from. And so yeah, and so that it was nice getting clarity around this energy that I was picking up. I was like, oh, but this Grim Reaper, it feels like there's like more than one. I don't feel like there's a single Grim Reaper that you know goes to sad places or places with that kind of energy. I feel like there's many, like almost like the Grim Reaper is just this this kind of spirit where there's like many others like it. And so I picked up on, I just knew I picked up on one of them, of many. And I didn't see like a scythe, although I felt the vibe that it would have one if it did have one, but it didn't have one in my dream. He just didn't want to be bothered. He didn't feel harmful. Like, they were very calm energies. Like, Grim Reapers have very calm energy. You know, they don't want to be bothered. They're just doing their thing. I have this random shine that ends up being in my video. I swear it's not an orb, it's just the lighting. But yeah, so that's one of the things I've seen. On a lighter note, I've seen some really cute beings, and this other being that I've seen, let me hold this up to my face, hopefully I don't burn my hair. This other being that I've seen was very cute, and this is what got me to realize that I can see these things. And I promise you, I was not taking any dream herbs, okay? I just ended up seeing this thing one day after I allowed myself to be open to the idea of of my dreams being more than just me not being in control. Like when I decided, like, no, I'm looking for a different experience when I sleep. Like, it's okay for me to know what I can do in my dreams. Then I started seeing some awesome stuff or crazy stuff, or just, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out. I'm gonna hold this. I'm gonna do something else because this is getting heavy. Okay, so I've seen this creature that was very, very cute. It was very cute. It had a name, but I'm not going to say its name in this video because I want to protect its identity. It was just such a good being, but it had big huge eyes, and he had gray skin, so his skin was like gray, and he was like a bug, like a praying mantis. Like he had like four legs, two that he stood on, three that were kind of just like hanging out like this, like he was just hanging out, like just he was kind of like doing things that he liked doing. Like he was a very active, conscious energy that I've never seen anything like it. It was definitely a wake-up call. And then it felt masculine. Like, it didn't feel masculine, it felt feminine, but I could tell that there was more masculine energy in it than feminine energy, but it was very feminine. And then huge eyes, like shiny, like dark, like black, like big. He was gray. Cheeks were rosy, like he had blood running through his cheeks. He was small, very small. And then he had like a top hat on with a flower. So he was really cute. He was really, really cute. And then he had a baby on his back. And the baby looked exactly like it, except it didn't have that top hat. But it was like bald. It was bald. It had big, huge eyes. But this baby felt like it was a girl. The baby felt like a girl. The bigger one felt like it was like a feminine male energy. And yeah, when he saw me, he just let me look at him. He was just like, here I am. And his name actually says everything that I needed to know. Like, my message was delivered. It was a message, you know? So, yeah, I saw him, and that's how I knew my dreams were gonna get very interesting. And then after I realized that, okay, he has the same energy as this energy that I keep feeling in my environment. Or it's like the ultimate, it just felt like an ultimate energy, like a very wise energy, very smart energy, very discreet, you know, just kind of crawls along and doesn't bother anyone at all, just is nice energy, and just harmless. Yeah, I can't really explain it. Just, it was very, very, very nice. It was a very nice being. I want to catch him, but I was like, I can't catch him. Like, he's not a Pokemon. And I actually said that in my dreams. Like, I can't catch him. He's not a Pokemon. But yeah, you can't just catch him, you know? Like, you can't just do that. He was very wise energy. So, can't do that. Then the next day, this is where it gets very weird, because the next day, it's like I already saw this energy where I can't explain it. You know, like I already saw something that I can't explain without sounding crazy. You probably think I'm crazy right now, but it is Halloween, so I mean, take it for what it is, you know? But I saw this very interesting, or a couple of this, it was like I was seeing the energy of a certain type of energy, a certain breed of energy. It was so what I'm going to tell you might make sense to some, but it probably won't. So yeah, just take it for what it is. I saw this. I was in this. Okay, so I was in this city. I'm trying to remember. I was in this city, and this city has like a lot of water. Like especially in this one area, it has like a lot of water. And I know this city. Like I know the city, and I saw this creature, like this reptile, huge, like huge. They're like humanoid. They're like 7 to 8 feet tall. They have this amazing looking skin, like scaly, like rough, like green and kind of yellow, but mostly greens and light greens, like a lot of different like textures. And then I saw the baby versions of these things, like baby, like I want to say like toddler versions. Those are the ones that I saw up close. The other ones, they wouldn't come near me, but I could tell that the toddler ones were kind of just like doing what they were going to do, you know. They were just doing what's in their nature. But I remember just there was 2 of them, and I just remember like them both looking at me at the exact same time, kind of like if you make a noise and cats look at you at the exact same time with their big old eyes. It was like that, except it was like these 2 reptile baby creatures with like fingers. They looked at me at the exact same time, and I just remember like looking at them and just going, oh, that's not good. Like that's not good. And I just remember their eyes, like I remember the texture of their skin and what they look like. I could draw it if I really wanted to, but I honestly, goodness, I could draw them, but they didn't have a nose. They were just scaly, and then they had these big huge circle eyes, and it was just straight up reptile eye. It was bright yellow eyes, like a lot of detail, like just blood sucking, blood hungry baby reptile things. Yeah, I can't really explain it more than that. So I saw them, and I realized that these actually attach themselves to people. So people can end up having this kind of energy that looks like this attached to them. And I was able to trace the energy back to like where it was coming from. So I know where that energy came from now. Like, and those are the kind where if you are completely unaware, this will attach itself to you and you will have no idea. Like, I mean, you'll have an idea because you'll feel different, but you will just not do anything. You'll just think that that's just how life is, and this thing's just going to take whatever it wants from you, make you a host. And I'm not going to say suck your blood, but I can't deny that they wouldn't. If you hear screams in the back, it's because there's a slaughterhouse behind me. I'm just kidding. There's no slaughterhouse behind me. There's a gym behind me. So you might hear a lot of equipment and weights and screams. Yeah. So back to the things that I've seen. So one time I saw this cat man, and I get killed in my dreams a lot. I mean, not as of lately, to be honest, but I used to get killed in my dreams quite some time. I want to say like it was over a year ago, but I don't get killed in my dreams anymore. But I was killed by this cat man, this cat looking thing. It wasn't cute like a cat. trust me, it was ugly. Like, this thing had yellow eyes too, slit, except I don't remember much detail on its face. Like, I just remember fuzzy, hairy legs, fuzzy face, like fuzzy whiskers. Like, it was just all black and stood tall like a person, but it was a cat, had a cat face, and it was hairy. That thing killed me in my dreams, and I'm not surprised because I kind of say whatever the heck I want in my dreams. Um, and then I saw an ogre. I've seen like ogres in my dreams. I got killed by one of those too. Um, good. The good thing about your dreams when you die is that you wake up. And I'm not afraid in my dreams because actually fear doesn't exist in dreams. So, I mean, it's all good. But yeah, the worst thing that can happen in your dreams is that you'll die, but you'll wake up and you're back here. So it's okay. Um, Other than that, I've seen like other creatures, but I'm not going to get too into the other creatures I've seen because I've seen entities or energies that involve like celebrity deaths. So I'll see energies around celebrities that have just died, and it's almost like their energy's just kind of lingering. Like, it's just like everyone's mourning the death of this big star, and so it's like I have no choice but to pick up on it, and then I'll end up seeing whatever energy was most prominent with that person's life, and I'll pick up on that. And sometimes, like, some celebrities have like so many, like, I don't want to call them demons, but some people have like several of them that they just haven't cleared, and I'm just like, oh my god, like, they're gonna follow you. You just died and they're still attached to you. And so I'm not going to talk about those because I don't want to start a huge controversy on energies that I've seen around celebrity deaths. Like, that's a touchy topic, but you know, you just want to be aware of the energies that you have around you before you pass. And you should see my video on recognizing or channeling, recognizing, and detaching etheric parasites or attachments, because that will help you with that. Anyways, I'll paste the link for that in the description down below. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna really get into. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, because then maybe one day I will talk about that stuff with the celebrities and the energies that I pick up from celebrity deaths. But yeah, since it's such a touchy topic, I just need to know if there are people out there that won't give me crap before I even gain a following. You know? So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, that would be awesome. Hopefully I'll see you in my next video, and it'll be back to normal. You know, I'm just embracing Halloween. I don't have any plans tonight. I don't think. I just had my birthday, so I'm partied out. Okay. It's time to go to bed for me. So hopefully I'll see you in my next video. You take care.